Justin Trudeau, Canadian Prime Minister, is back at it again, demonstrating not only his vast wealth of intelligence and knowledge, but that of the entire Liberal Party of Canada, as they honored a brave soldier who fought against Russia during World War II in the country of Ukraine. Remember, today, Russia, bad. Russia, very, very bad. Well, according to the uneducated and grotesquely stupid, Russia, always bad. Russia, always against us. Ukraine, always, always good. Therefore, fighting Russia in Ukraine, good. Good. Well, my friends, you're looking at somebody who's actually traveled to Ukraine and spent some time there. And outside of Odessa, which is in the Crimean Peninsula, currently being fought over, I took a tour of the catacombs that they used during the 1940s to fight against arch enemies. And if you dared to enter in to the catacombs, not no password, say aloud, boom, machine gun at entrance, puts 50 bullets in your ass. Okay, my friends, a little advanced AP-style history for you. During the 1940s, there was this thing called World War II that was going on, where various forces, including the Americans, the Russians, and the Canadians, in English, were fighting against the Nazis, the Germans.
Here in the chamber today, Ukrainian-Canadian world veteran from the Second World War who fought the Ukrainian independence against the Russians.
So, my friends, a simple knowledge and understanding of this history might make one look with one eye askance at the celebration of a 95-year-old man who was fighting against the Russians in World War II. But remember, according to the great intelligence of Trudeau and the Liberal Party and leftists in Canada, Russia bad. Russia always bad. Ukraine good. Therefore, Ukrainian fighting Russia in 1940s, very good. Let's give him a standing ovation. Well, it turns out, as you probably know or have guessed by now, that the man that they were celebrating turned out to be a Waffen SS officer. The people that individually helped exterminate anybody who was Jewish. But of course, the Liberal Party of Canada couldn't have possibly known that. Nobody would expect them to, considering the fact that they elected Trudeau, unless, maybe one of them might have known a simple shred of history and put 2 and 2 together. But according to them, 2 and 2 equals 5, so it's a little bit difficult when math is not on your side either, in addition to history. Anyways, you might remember how in the not-so-distant past, Trudeau and the leftists called anybody who dared to stand up to his vaccine mandates as right-wing extremists and literal Nazis. And he meant it in a derogatory, pejorative sort of manner, I'd imagine.
The small fringe minority of people who are on their way to Ottawa or who are holding unacceptable views. And
here he is giving a standing ovation and celebrating an actual Nazi. And here, my friends, is his recent statement on the subject.
I also want to reiterate how deeply sorry Canada is for the situation this put President Zelensky and the Ukrainian delegation in. It is extremely troubling to think that this egregious error is being politicized by Russia and its supporters to provide false propaganda about what Ukraine is fighting for.
Yes, yes, because it's all Russia's fault that you and your entire party's knowledge of history is the equivalent to that of one of the trouts that's swimming around your Great Lakes. And as clearly Putin's fault that you celebrated him. Blame them. Put the blame on Russia. The same way you put the blame on truckers for you having to illegally freeze their bank accounts. The same way that you put the blame on grocery stores and their owners for the massive inflation in Canada, rather than, say, your inflationary policies. The same way that you'll no doubt soon blame black people for you wearing blackface. But my friends, make sure to trust Trudeau and the leftists on climate change, taxes, immigration, because they're certain to get all that right. 100% guaranteed. And history, I assure you, will tell us so. But only if they're able to get an expert to write the book for them. And by example of today, don't expect them to tell you what is contained within.